Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Ready up, the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. Kill.
First carry now for Justice Hill. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's it, baby.
So the field position game here is a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year. Continues to excel in pass coverage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They cover everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete to Sharp. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Boom! All day.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man Sharp complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now it's Jackson, and he's got Snead. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Jackson now. This one complete to Ingram. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me,
Come on, fellas.
finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run with Michelle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. Having eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. On that play action there. And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, which will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw it in.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Watch the slant.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So it can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Gardner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs matching up against the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the
both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Bring it up.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think there's no plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as far as that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D-line, and linebacker second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14.
Rock it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Many people celebrating. The guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, let's go. Topper! Let's get in there, Hal. 1, 2.
They're going to look to throw.
Watch the shit. Check the out read.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And this time he's going backwards.
Yeah.
So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Let's go now.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too.
Face mask.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face
Automatic
mask.
1st down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Yeah, way to go.
Mark
That's what I'm talking
Andrews,
about, boys.
a
That's what I'm
beast in the
talking
red
about.
zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in the game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Come on, set.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
51 to Mike.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon. This would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go.
Now
on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 66 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, again he finds an opening. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Michelle. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
8 read.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get.
Greystone travel.
Wide. Get wide. Under 10. 10.
Shoot.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone. Patriots score. A 5-yard touchdown run as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Jackson, and he's got Snead. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they run with Hill. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. On the counter, Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's the Ravens defense as they head out to set up shop. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Echo.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but